Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
A real-life member of the Bloodline has made an interesting claim about Roman Reigns amid the OTC's absence from WWE programming. The former undisputed WWE Universal Champion is reportedly expected to be away from action till early June. On the most recent edition of his Off the Top podcast, WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi spoke about his real-life cousin, Roman Reigns. The 59-year-old noted that everybody was backstabbing the former member of The Shield, especially Paul Heyman. However, Rikishi added that he was certain that amid his absence, Reigns was plotting something. "You got Roman doing his thing. Everybody backstabbing him, especially that no-good Wiseman, right? And so, but he got his coming. He's got his coming. I guarantee you, with what's happening with Roman right now, Roman ain't just sitting, man. Roman plotting right now," he said. From 22:14 to 22:30. Paul Heyman betrayed CM Punk and Roman Reigns to align himself with Seth Rollins on WrestleMania 41. On the Raw after the showcase of the Immortals, former WWE Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker joined the Visionary and the Wiseman. He helped the two decimate the Second City Saint in the OTC. Popular star fires shots at Roman Reigns and WWE fans. The OTC works limited dates and wrestles fewer matches compared to the other top stars in the wrestling promotion. His success over the years allows him to have a part-time schedule. In a recent interview with High Performance, former WWE champion Drew McIntyre mocked Reigns for taking months off for no reason. He further criticized wrestling fans for cheering the latter and forgetting his ill actions before he left. Then these bad guys became good guys all of a sudden for no particular reason other than they took a vacation. Like Roman Reigns, our top star, disappeared for 6 months, drank some margaritas, got some abs, came back, and because he's a big star, people just forgot all the bad stuff he did to everybody. He's back and he's got abs now. He's cool, McIntyre said. H/T, Fightful. Drew McIntyre tried to enter the WWE United States Championship picture after defeating Damian Priest at WrestleMania 41. However, the Archer of Infamy is not done with the Scottish Warrior, as he took him out during his #1 contendership match against LA Knight last week on SmackDown. Ever since WrestleMania XL, when Cody Rhodes finally finished his story by pinning the Tribal Chief in the center of the ring, Reigns has been off WWE television. No promos. No appearances. No Paul Heyman explaining his silence. Just nothing. The silence has been deafening. And yet, something stirs in the shadows. But now, a spark has lit the flame of speculation. In an exclusive sit-down interview on an independent wrestling podcast, The Island Roots, a real-life Bloodline family member, Zilla Fatu, son of the late Umaga, spoke candidly about Roman Reigns' absence and what might be lurking beneath the surface. "You all think Roman is just chillin'? Nah," Zilla said with a knowing smile. "He's watching. He's planning. He's letting things fall apart before he steps back in and takes control. That's how the Tribal Chief operates." The comments ignited the internet like wildfire. WWE fans and insiders alike began to question, what is Roman Reigns planning? The cracks in the Bloodline. Since Roman's departure, Solo Sikoa has taken the reins of the Bloodline, literally and figuratively. With the shocking addition of Jacob Fatu, a wrecking machine with no fear and a meaner streak than even his older cousin, Solo has solidified his power. Paul Heyman has looked visibly uneasy in recent weeks, often clutching his phone during SmackDown broadcasts, nervously checking for updates. Sources backstage claim that Heyman has barely spoken to Roman since WrestleMania. Others say he's just following orders. But it's clear something has changed. The aura of invincibility around the Bloodline is cracking. Jey Uso is back on Raw. Jimmy has disappeared again. The Usos are no longer a unit. Roman's kingdom is fragmented. And yet, Zilla Fatu's words suggest this might be exactly what Reigns wants. "He's not the kind of guy who comes back to fix things," Zilla continued. "He comes back to dominate. The only way to do that is to let everyone reveal their true colors first." A tribal coup in progress? Some insiders believe Roman is waiting for Solo to fall, publicly, humiliatingly, before making his return. WWE commentator Corey Graves recently hinted on After the Bell that the most dangerous Roman Reigns is the one we don't see. That sentiment is echoed by several former stars who know Reigns well. "Roman studies everything," said Batista in a brief Instagram live session. "He plays chess. He's always a dozen moves ahead." If that's true, then Reigns may have already anticipated Solo's power grab. Perhaps he wanted it to happen. Fans are already concocting theories. One of the more compelling ones? Roman is secretly recruiting a new version of the bloodline, one not bound by family loyalty, but by dominance. That could include returning monsters like Braun Breaker or even a crossover with a certain NXT star with Samoan heritage that has yet to be acknowledged on the main roster. Zilla's involvement, hint or red herring? The fact that Zilla Fatu, who hasn't been seen in WWE yet, chose now to speak is no coincidence. Some believe he's been talking to Roman behind the scenes, and this was a deliberate leak. Let's just say, if I get a call, I'm ready, Zilla teased. There's too much fake loyalty in the bloodline right now. Roman knows who's real. That line sent fans into a frenzy. Fake loyalty? Is Zilla referring to Solo's rise? Jacob's swift loyalty to Solo? Or is he suggesting Paul Heyman is walking a fine line? The WWE universe might be divided, but one thing is certain, the chessboard is active, and Roman's return isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Heyman's breakdown. Over the past few weeks on SmackDown, Paul Heyman has looked less like a mastermind and more like a man in distress. His eyes dart. His voice trembles. In last week's closing segment, after Jacob Fatu obliterated LA Knight and stood tall with Solo, Heyman was seen backstage on the phone. His final words before the camera faded to black? "Yes, my tribal chief. I understand." That single line sent shockwaves through the WWE universe. Roman is still calling the shots. Maybe from afar, maybe through Heyman's reluctant compliance, but he's still in the picture. The calm before the spear. Zilla Fatu's interview might just be the beginning. With SummerSlam just months away and King and Queen of the Ring approaching, all eyes are on the SmackDown landscape. Solo Sikoa claims he's running the bloodline. Jacob Fatu seems loyal, for now. But even a warlord knows better than to sit comfortably when the real king is in exile. In WWE history, long absences usually lead to one thing: returns that change everything. And Roman Reigns doesn't do anything without purpose. As Zilla said at the end of his interview, Roman didn't lose control. He gave it away. There's a difference. And when he comes back, there will be blood. The return of the tribal chief? The WWE universe is bracing for a seismic shift. If Roman Reigns does return, will he confront Solo Sikoa head-on? Will he punish Paul Heyman for perceived betrayal? Will he recruit a new generation of warriors, including Zilla Fatu, and destroy the existing bloodline? Or will he do what he does best, manipulate, divide, and conquer? One thing's for sure. Roman Reigns is not finished. He's just getting started. Would you like a follow-up piece when Roman finally returns to confront Solo and Jacob?